I hate when refs take it into their hands to make a call like that. So we see this every basketball game that's a tight game, NBA, college. When you have to make a play at the end of a ball game, you want to get a foul, okay? Granted, maybe the push, the habit of a push wasn't the right play. Maybe you could have gathered him up like that. But I'm not running towards him thinking about how am I going to foul him? I'm thinking about I have to foul him to stop the clock.
Right.
So I think if he doesn't fall down, if he doesn't trip, that's not a flagrant one.
Right.
We're not even in that discussion
and they get
at
foul
all.
shots and possession of the ball.
Well, they initially called it a common foul, and then when they looked at it, it was about the push and not the play on the ball. Because regardless of the trip, they got a chance to look at the same replay we did.
But a second, as soon as the push came out, it wasn't until a second or two afterwards that you saw the trip, and then you saw his body kind of fling out.
No question, right?
That was a hard fall. Looked worse than it was.
Exactly.
It was a poor execution of an intentional foul. Really, when that guy's coming up, if you know you're going to give a foul, rake the guy down on his arms.
Correct.
Don't push him in the back. But if you just gave him a little push and you don't trip,
it's not a foul.
That's not a foul.
It maintains his balance.
See, I don't think the trip is what did it because he clearly tripped over his own feet.
It's what it looked like.
You said it off the top. You said the rule is wrong. So if it's about the rule, they called it according to the rule. It's an unfortunate situation, but according to the rule, he pushed him, didn't play on the ball.
Well, he pushed him in the back.
If you're tapping me like that, but it wasn't just a push. It was more like one of these tap, like that led into a push. He was trying to hit him. That led into a push. My thing is, though, if you're
you don't want to see that called in that situation. I'm with you.
Don't do that.
Based on the rule, dude.
You're saying
it was the worst call of the entire tournament.
I agree with you, but it was the right call. It could be bad and right at the same time. It could be bad and right at the same time.
My first initial reaction was it was absolutely an awful call. And then the way the rule is written, if you interpret the rule, it was probably intentional. Now, to me, a flagrant one, but to me, if the kid doesn't fall, even the push in the back, and the kid just blows himself up, all right?
So you said they replayed this, reviewed it on the monitor, and didn't take into account that the fall was mainly him on his own feet.
I don't think so, because if he doesn't fall, do they even review it?
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Is every rule right?
No.
Is every law right?
No, I love breaking them. No, not the law.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's my exact point. So just because it's a rule doesn't mean that rules can't evolve over time. The rules should have been evolved.
This was 16-55. When you're on your way to something important.
Right.
Then when the officer says, you know what, I'll let you off this time. I got you. It didn't feel right. But he pushed him, didn't play on the ball.
It's a regular foul.
Rake him across the arm.
That's what we've learned
You took
from
the game away from the kids.
Totally.
You made the game more about you and you making the call.